Hi, I wanted to walk you through the process in which we grade and give feedback for the students. It's all done digitally online. The kids write their papers, then they break their papers into different pieces, and then they upload their papers they write them on Google Classroom, they upload them into Canvas, and then I get them digitally into my folder. I speed grade them and give comments. As you can see over here is their 4 out of 5 for Kendall, and then here are the comments that I made to her. And then she gets an email back saying that this was fixed or graded. She'll enter her page, she'll take a look at it. She can agree and keep it, or she can disagree and meet with me and we can talk and add more or do whatever. And then she can reassess and resend that to me, and I can grade that from home or whatever on my computer because I will be getting an email telling me that corrections were made and I can double check it. So let's take a look at Kendall's conclusion. Kendall uses the words Sons of Liberty a lot in her conclusion, as she did very much in her thesis and throughout her paper. I don't mind Sons of Liberty, that's what they were called, they identified themselves as that. But we can use other words. The writer needs to be more creative here, also mentioned in the mini lessons that were given. Not a bad job, very concise, well written, really lifted directly from the thesis. This is kind of a pleaser here, trying to give the teacher what it is they want without, I think, being too creative. I wrote over here, Kendall, your thesis is very good. If you look at the rubric, you'll see I give you a 4. So go down here. Conclusion summarizes the main topics. It does. Author's thesis connects to the conclusion. It does. Um, in your thesis, you use the Sons of Liberty too many times, like you do in your thesis. And also, I'd like to see a little bit more on the British and the taxes as the why. She leaves off here with unfair and overly expensive taxes. Yes, she does talk about it in her paper, but I'd like, once again, in her conclusion, to see something here about the reason why the Boston Tea Party even happened. I believe that the thesis and the conclusion should stand separate from each other and be able to give the story of the paper itself. Overall, not a bad job. Kendall gets a 4, and she has the ability to fix it, meet with me, discuss it, and the grade can always become a 5 because this is a gradual scale for the student. This is not a one-time punch mark and then they're graded and done. This is a fluid scale, and I think that this conclusion rubric that we came up with, our team, our cohort, can be used on any type of paper, not just this project for National History Day, which is why I really like that this is kind of a generic rubric for the writing piece on any writing piece that we do in our class.